I'm excited about it.
Well, it's just got to be fun, girl. We just got to enjoy ourselves. Take it easy, nothing serious. I know your topic is serious, but this podcast is basically to enjoy.
Yes.
Let people know that there are other things out there that people can enjoy. And it does not have to be hard. And it's just exposing people to the possibilities of what might create a more awesome life for them.
Yes.
So it's all about creating that awesome life, having fun in whatever direction that might be for you, and sharing that information, because we never know. We don't know what we don't know.
That's true.
So, and you have published 8 books. Wow, that's cool.
And that includes 3 or 4 ebooks. Yes.
Fantastic. So, yeah, it's all kinds of things moving ahead and trying new things and exploring new worlds. And I'm looking at all of the things I printed out for you, all of your praise and the media topics and moving forward.
Okay.
So
and your podcast title, the name of your podcast, is it Ignite Your Awesomeness?
No, it is Awesome Life.
Awesome Life. Okay.
Yeah. So it is anchor.fm/awesome life. Don't want to have too many words in there. Ignite Your Awesomeness gives you that energy, but it isn't, that's just too many words. It's 3 words. Let's concise. So this is, and this is, Ignite Your Awesomeness is more of me. It's all about me and what I will help you accomplish in reigniting your joy, your energy, your health, your finances. Well, I'm not a financial, so it's the prosperity part of it. So the bottom line is getting that freedom. I think most people, if they're honest with themselves, recognize that what they really want in life is freedom and peace.
Yes.
So those are the people that I work with, is to release whatever is in their way so they can feel more joyful. Because when you feel more joyful, you feel more free. When you have more prosperity, you feel more free. When you have more energy, you feel more free. So that is where the Ignite Your Awesomeness is. But the podcast is Awesome Life, because I have all of you to help get that message out there, that no matter where you are in life, there's always tomorrow. And if there isn't always tomorrow, there is right this second in time, and we can change this second in time. We can change the way we feel. We can change the way we look at things. No matter what our situation, it is our choice as to whether to change it or not.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I love to help. I love to help women expand their abilities. And so many wannabe coaches and healers just don't know where to start. So they go with the high-priced coach that tell them you need to have infusion soft, you need to have all kinds of stuff. And I'm saying, no, that's totally unfair. That is just wrong. You just if you are starting out, you're not even sure of what you're doing. And to invest all that money when you're not positive of the direction you're going is a total waste of money.
Yes.
So anyway, I show them a lot less expensive ways of getting it through until they're right on track. They know exactly where they're going. We get them going, get that income coming in easily and effortlessly, and then go to somebody who expands. I love to have my clients say, all right, I've reached an end with you, loved you, appreciate everything you did, but now I'm ready to go in a different direction that's not your forte. And you're absolutely right. If it's not my forte, I want you to go, because I think focusing on 1, 2, pushing it 3 coaches at a time is a maximum of where you should work, or else you're just going to get that squirrel, that butterfly mind and get lost, right?
Yeah. So how do you do your coaching? Is it one-on-one or group?
I am just starting to grow my groups, but I have been doing it one-on-one. My programs now, I have a couple that are laser coaching, which is all one-on-one. I have VIP coaching, which is one-on-one. And then the classes I have would be groups. So I have different classes on how to build your business from the ground up, get your clients coming in. And I've had some amazing coaches through the years, and I've learned a lot. I've been doing it since 2001.
Okay.
And had to grow and grow and grow and get rid of my demons and get rid of my blocks. And
yes,
when they said, well, you're playing the victim, Karen, I said, are you kidding me? I'm not a victim. Well, yeah, you are. I do admit that. And when I let that part go, I was able to really move forward fast.
Good.
Okay. So, been there, done that, bought the t-shirt more than once.
Most of us probably have.
Yeah, if we're honest with ourselves, we absolutely have. Yeah, if we're honest. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'm really excited, Claudena. And
thank you. Yes, I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
How long have you been doing the podcast?
A month.
Okay.
Yep.
I knew it was fairly new.
Yep. I talked about it for 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
And finally I said, Karen, this is really stupid, because basically you're following the old pattern that isn't you anymore.
Okay.
And if you want to change it, just do it. It isn't that hard. And I talked to some of my colleagues, and they said, oh, wow, that's wonderful, Karen. Glad you're doing the podcast. That's huge. It's so much work. And I said, why? Why is it so much work? It isn't. Come on. It's what you wanted. If you want to make it a huge money maker right off the bat, yeah, that might be a little bit harder. But that is not where I am at this moment in time. Eventually, yeah, it'd be great to have it be a money maker. But right now, it is just for fun. And whatever I do has to be fun, or
yes.
I let it go.
I agree.
So, yeah. So this is strictly to meet new people, to learn from them, to share their knowledge with the world, and most of all, have fun. Fun is number one.
Yes.
So this is creating an awesome life.
Great. Fun is very important. I say celebrate every day.
Absolutely.
Celebrate all of your accomplishments, regardless to how small or how big you feel they are.
Starting with getting up in the morning.
Pardon me?
Starting with getting up in the morning.
Yes, absolutely. You know, even when I tell people, they'll ask, when I'm talking to people out of state, well, what's the weather like? Oh, it's 99 degrees, it's hot. But I'm grateful to be experiencing it. Some people didn't wake up this morning. I don't care how hot it is, what the weather is, I'm grateful because I woke up, I'm experiencing it, and make the best of it.
Got a roof over your head?
Yes.
Got food coming some of the time anyway? You're warm, not freezing cold?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, there's lots. You have to search for it sometimes, but you know what? These are things we can talk about.
Yes, absolutely.
All righty. How about we get going?
Okay, sounds good.
Great. So what I'll do is I'll edit this. I have an intro and an outro. I don't know if you've listened to any of my podcasts, but
Not yet, I will be.
Intro and outro. And so, all right. Ready. Hey, welcome back to the Awesome Life podcast. I'm Karen Stultz, and I'm here today with Claudena Wesley. She's a #1 Amazon bestseller. She's an author, has published 8 books. I did not realize that. That's huge. She's a speaker, a certified life coach, and business consultant. She specializes in leadership, and don't we need a lot of that these days, more leadership in our lives. She's the founder of the Life Changing Publishing Inc. and founder and CEO of Possibilities Club. I love that title. She exemplifies her communication skills as she educates her total ease. And she demonstrates and informs in a way that is easily comprehensible, which is what we need to, something we can understand. And her participants gain memorable experience and empowerment, transform their lives. So welcome to Awesome Life, Claudena. It is such a pleasure to have you here. I'm really excited to learn more. So tell me more about your story. How did you end up doing all of this, getting to this point?
Well, first of all, Karen, thank you so much for having me today. I am excited to be here, excited to share with your group what's coming forth today.
Awesome.
And I started in this many years ago. I was in the financial industry as a financial planner. And in 2007, I kind of felt a shifting taking place, at which time I started writing writing books, because I had been writing articles for years, and I had been editing other people's articles also. So in 2007, I felt a shift taking place. In 2008, when we had the decline there with my financial service business, because it was at a level where I was working with those that were in the lower, I'm gonna say the medium income range, not the high income bracket. And my thing has always been to help, and especially to help women to learn more, to do more, and most importantly, to have the confidence that they can do, and to step out and do as Nike says, just do it and enjoy life while you're doing it. So from there, I entered into the coaching and consulting.
Okay. So the coaching and the consulting on how to be financially free, or did you focus on any one thing?
Well, I focus on wholeness, basically. Abundance life and abundance financial freedom. So in the abundance life, we're looking at the mindset, being free of your demons, having a spiritual life, having well healthy life, healthy mentally, physically, emotionally, and being financially sound, taking control of your finances so that you can gain that financial freedom. We all want freedom. We want peace of mind, and they go hand in hand. So I've been blessed to have worked in numerous areas, have gained a lot of knowledge.
That's fantastic. And so absolutely true. That's what we all really want if we really are honest with ourselves, isn't it? To be free and at peace. And if you don't have that financial freedom, you have stress.
Absolutely.
If you don't have a good attitude and joy in your life, you got stress. And mind you, I recognize not all stress is bad, but it can be unhealthy.
Yes, it can be.
Much of it. So what you're doing, helping people, coaching them to be able to be more financially comfortable and free. That's huge. So do you have any tips for our listeners to, what would be the first step that you would suggest somebody take to feel more comfortable, more awesome in their life?
Well, to feel more comfortable and awesome, and what I call that is personal empowerment, which requires personal development. Personal development requires making small changes in your life. It does not have to be anything big. The number one thing is a mindset. We have to change our mind, usually, and have a strong positive mindset, or be in the process of developing one in order to move forward, to move at another level. Developing that mindset can be as simple as affirmations. Speaking to your affirmations out loud will help because that uses two of your senses, the sight and the hearing. You read them, you're seeing them, you're speaking out loud, you're hearing them. Double input into the mind. The mindset is the first, I always say the mind is the first place that we come to recognize, acknowledge anything. Everything starts in the mind.
Indeed, it does. It does. And what would one do to change their mindset? Say they're in this panic mode that is, they're just so closed they can't see the possibilities. What would one do to help change that?
To help change that, and that's one of the things I talk about in my Possibilities Club.
Oh, cool.
Change your mindset by being open with yourself, being real with yourself. Don't try to sugarcoat it and bury it. Acknowledge where you are. Acknowledge that you may not even know where you want to go. You just know you're stuck in this position right now and you don't want to be there. Talk with people. Talk with people that are positive, that appear to have some of what you want to go for. Let them, as you talk to them, they kind of will be mentoring you along the way without even knowing it a lot of times. Write your affirmations, the things that you want to have different about your life, have it, write it. Write it in the present as though you already have it. For example,
can you give an example of how one might write those affirmations?
Absolutely. If you want to have more financial freedom, let's start with the basics. I am a good money manager.
Oh, but I don't believe that.
I operate, you don't have to believe it. I am a good money manager because I operate with a monthly budget. Each month, I have a projected budget. And when I don't stay on it, I reward myself for the things that I did do and stand on it. And I readjust for the following month. And therefore, that makes you a good money manager. Because
Okay.
in every area of life, we are subject to make mistakes. But we cannot focus on the mistakes. Focus on the good that we do, celebrate it, and make adjustments. Adapt for change.
That is key. That is absolutely key. Yeah. And I like the way most affirmations are very short and sweet. And when I butted in there, it was because I'm a good money manager. No, that's the way I used to be, for sure. So I had to figure out another way of doing that. And now it's super simple. Now I love it. And I can honestly say, yeah, I'm a great money, not just a good one. I'm a great money manager now. But it took me, that statement had to be changed. So your affirmations are actually longer, more forgiving, for recognizing the positivity that we all have around us. We just have to search for it sometimes.
Yes.
So recognizing that tomorrow is a new day. And tomorrow is a new day, and I can be a great money manager tomorrow. Even though today may not have been perfect, nobody's perfect.
So true.
So I love that, Claudena. That's great.
Now, I do have some short affirmations sometimes, but I believe that the affirmations have to be suitable for each individual. So one of my daily affirmations, I am going to have a great day and enjoy every moment.
Oh, I like that.
Very sharp.
Yeah. And when would one use an affirmation like that?
I use it almost daily.
So
because each day I want my day to be great, and I want to celebrate throughout the day.
So almost before they got up in the morning?
As soon as they get up in the morning, before getting started.
I love that.
My morning ritual is more of my spiritual life first, and my gratitude to God for waking me up, excellent health, protection, etc. From there, I may read my Bible. Don't do that every day, depending on whether I'm running late or something, but do a little reading, a little scriptural studying, and affirmation. Doing those before getting on the phone, before social media or anything else. As women, we don't take care of ourselves as much as we do nurturing and caring for others. Let the first thing in the morning be for self. Just a short part of the self-care.
And it doesn't have to take long, but it's so important. And to make it kind of a ritual, I mean, filling your soul with what is important to you, whatever that might be, whatever fills you with peace, I guess.
Absolutely.
So you can look at the rest of the day and move ahead with more of a confidence. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. And I believe it also helps even if you have a challenging day, but you've set your mindset, again, mindset, in the beginning with expectations of having a great day. And we know that we don't always get all of our expectations.
Very often we don't, but that's okay. It's how you look at it.
That's how you look at it. And from the very beginning each morning, you're looking for a great day. If you don't have it, if you don't meet that expectation, you know that there's tomorrow. There's the next hour. We don't even have to look forward to tomorrow. So this is taking place now, which isn't great. What can I do to enhance it so that it's better in the next hour or two?
So it's always moving forward. Always moving forward, not staying in the same place where you're stuck, but moving forward with the conscious choice of finding a solution so you can feel better, act better, produce better.
Yes, absolutely. Not allowing yourself to be stagnated, not allowing yourself to have a pity party. It is what it is, and I have to keep moving.
One of my coaches actually told me, my very first coach, I don't know if you've ever heard of Thomas Leonard. He was considered the father of coaching way back in the day.
Okay.
He has passed, but actually he passed about a year after I met him. But he taught me, he said, just remember when you have a difficult client, remember they're doing the very best they can, even though it's clear that they're not. And that actually I took for myself when I was doing something that was not feeling good and I knew was not in the direction I was going.
Mm-hmm.
I said, all right, Karen, in this moment, I'm doing the very best I can, even though it's clear that I'm not. So I gave myself permission not to beat myself up. So the next moment I could go in the direction that I wanted to go in. It saved me. It saved my life, really.
Yeah. Good for you. Congratulations on that, Karen. And that's the one thing that we all have to come to realize. We can only do the best that we know. And sometimes we know better, but don't do the best at that time. The key is, as you did not beat yourself up. You did not feel guilty and allow yourself to stay in that spot. You took authority over it, you empowered yourself, and you moved forward. And I commend you for that.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it made a huge difference. So that is awesome. So I understand you have something that you are going to be sharing with us for our listeners today.
Yes, I have 10 key components of personal empowerment.
Oh, 10 key components of personal empowerment. I love it. I love it.
And we've already touched on a couple of them, one being mindset, the other self-care. And self-care is so critical in today's time. It's always important, but it is even more critical now because most of us are on shelter in place. We've been isolated. We're not able to socialize like we used to. So it comes down to really taking care of ourselves, not allowing ourselves to go into a panic mode, into depression, anything of that nature. What is self-care? Self-care is doing something for yourself that helps calm you, that helps relax you.
And hopefully something a little bit more than the addictive personality, such as cigarettes and alcohol or drugs.
You want to do something healthy. You want to get your ample sleep, healthy eating, exercise, massages. Even if you have to do your self-massage, you can't get out there to go to a masseuse. Find ways to massage yourself. Connect with others. We have video conferencing now. Zoom is very popular. Pick up the telephone and call someone. Don't just text them. Today's time, people need to hear voices. They need to have more personal connection. And I'm finding that I'm having more calls come in, which I'm one that I'm old school. I always like picking up the phone, saying what I have to say, rather than texting and taking an extra long time to get it. When you're talking with someone, you have a chance to hear their voice, to pick up on their energy, to not have misunderstandings go forth, such as you do in a text message. Reading can be very therapeutic and relaxing. Reading for self-care. Now, that reading does not have to be something to improve yourself. It can be sitting down reading a mystery if you like it. Sci-fi, whatever you like. Self-care is doing something that you like, that relaxes you. As you said, not the drugs, the alcohol, cigarettes, whatever. We want it to be good habits.
Absolutely. I like that. So, and I like the idea that you're sharing and giving permission. A lot of people need permission. I needed it for many years. They'd say, well, read this personal development book. It's not what I read. I read mysteries.
Yeah.
And I learned from my mystery books about the world, about the way people think, about what I liked and what I didn't like, which is all personal development.
Absolutely.
In my personal opinion.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. And you just hit on another key area. Always be learning. The more we learn, the more we know, the better we can do and the better person we can be. There's no one way of learning. As you said, you've learned by reading your mystery books. There was something there that you were able to pick up. There's the TED Talks. The YouTube has a lot of things on there that you can learn. There's learning in a conversation.
When we have a conversation, I'm learning about you, you're learning about me, and that's a great joy. That brings awesomeness to my life, just knowing you and learning more about you. So this is great.
Yeah. Yes, I feel the same way. And I enjoy having conversations, whether it's 5 minutes or 2 hours. There's something that's going to be learned usually. Now, there are times when I may have a 2-hour call and I may not learn anything, but that person needed to vent. They needed to release what was in them, and I was their listening ear. And in turn, I may need to vent to someone later and have a listening ear. Most of the time, we're going to learn something. If it's not anything but what not to do.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's part of having an awesome life.
Yes.
Just being able to do that sharing, to be there for people, and even that, knowing that you were able to allow somebody their space. That is awesome. That is truly, truly awesome. So how can people find you?
They can find me. I have a freebie, and it is on my list, MYKEYLIST.com.
Awesome. That's great. So before we go today, is there any last message that you would like to share with our audience?
There's 3 things I want to encourage everyone to do from this day forward, in addition to the self-care. Smile. Be happy. Smiling is the universal language. You never know whose life you may change, including your own, with a smile. Compliment others. Give sincere compliments. Giving a compliment makes the other person feel good, and it makes you feel good. And most importantly, be grateful. Be grateful for your life. Even the things that are not as well as I would like for them to be at times. I am grateful for the experience as I come out of it, to be able to share that with someone else, because it's not all about me. It's not about any one individual. It's about being able to share life, to enjoy life, and to have an awesome life. I thank you so much, Karen.
Oh, Claudena, this has been such a pleasure. I thank you, and seeing your beautiful face here. This is the first time I've actually seen Claudena, so it's wonderful. And if you are listening to the podcast, of course, you're not seeing her beautiful face, so you can come over to my YouTube channel. I'll have the link there too. And thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to the next time.
I appreciate it. Thank you. It has been an awesome pleasure. I have thoroughly enjoyed it.
Isn't it great to be awesome?
It is. Yes,
it's a good feeling. Thank you. Until next time.
Bye-bye. All right. Goodbye.